My cousin posted a story sitting next to the person who betrayed me in front of our whole family, captioned, "Miss these moments." I quietly changed the joint account password she relied on. She realized it when her sister called screaming. My cousin Maya and I shared a joint savings account since we were 16. It started as a college fund thing our grandma set up before she passed, but we kept it going for emergencies. Over 10 years, we'd both contributed equally about $23,000 total sitting there. Neither of us touched it without telling the other first. That was the rule. Maya had been dating this guy Ryan for 8 months. I introduced them at my birthday party last year. They hit it off immediately, started seeing each other constantly. What I didn't know was that Ryan and I had briefly dated 3 years earlier. Nothing serious, just a few weeks before we mutually called it off. We'd both moved on. I genuinely thought nothing of it when I introduced him to Maya. Last month, I'm scrolling Instagram when Maya's story pops up. Her and Ryan at some fancy Italian restaurant downtown. The kind with cloth napkins and wine lists. They're both dressed up, laughing at the camera. Normal couple stuff, right? Except the caption read, "Finally found someone who gets me. Miss these moments with real family." Real family. I stared at that phrase for a solid minute. The weird part? I was supposed to meet Maya that exact same night for our monthly cousin dinner. We'd been doing it for years. First Tuesday of every month. She'd canceled 2 hours before, claiming she had terrible food poisoning and couldn't leave her apartment. I texted her, "Hey, that caption's kinda weird. What does real family mean?" She replied within seconds, "Don't be dramatic. You're reading into nothing. It's just a caption." I let it go. Figured maybe I was being sensitive. But her younger sister Emma called me the next morning, voice shaking. "Maya told everyone at Sunday dinner that you tried to steal Ryan from her, that you've been jealous of their relationship since day one." I felt my stomach drop. "What?" "I literally introduced them," Emma continued. "She's telling the whole family you secretly dated Ryan behind her back and got upset when he chose her instead. Mom's furious with you. Aunt Linda won't even look at your texts." I sat there processing this. Maya was lying to our entire family about me, making me the villain in some story she'd completely fabricated. That's when it hit me. Maya had full access to our joint account, the one with my half of the savings for my wedding next year, the one where I deposited my emergency fund, my travel money, the bonus from work, everything I'd been carefully saving. I grabbed my laptop and logged into the bank account immediately, changed the password, changed all 3 security questions, added 2-factor authentication with my phone number only, removed her email as a backup contact. The whole process took maybe 8 minutes. Then I waited. 3 hours later, my phone exploded. Emma calling, practically screaming. "What did you do?" Maya's freaking out. "She tried to transfer money for her and Ryan's vacation and got locked out." She's crying. I stayed calm. "What vacation?" "They're supposed to fly to Bali next week. She booked everything." Apparently, Maya had already reserved a 10-day luxury trip to Bali, using what she thought was accessible money. Except she'd planned to use my half of the account too, figuring I wouldn't notice until after they'd left the country. The transaction failed at checkout. She couldn't access the account to approve the payment. Her credit card got declined in front of Ryan at the travel agency. He'd been sitting right there watching her card get rejected for a $7,000 vacation package. When Maya finally called me, she was hysterical. "What did you do to the account?" I kept my voice steady. "Changed the password. Joint account requires joint approval for major transactions. You should have asked me first." "This is insane," she screamed. "That's my money too." "Half of it is," I said calmly. "Want to close the account and split it fairly? I'm available tomorrow at the bank. 2 o'clock work for you?" Long silence. Then she hung up. Turns out, she'd been telling Ryan the entire account was hers, her inheritance from our grandma. She'd promised him a luxury vacation, made herself look generous and wealthy. Now he knew she lied. Her family knew she'd been spreading lies about me. My aunt called apologizing. And her Bali vacation? Canceled. We met at the bank 3 days later. Split everything 50-50. $11,500 each. Closed the account. As I left, I saw her in her car on the phone, calling Ryan. He wasn't answering.